Howdy, folks. This is Shmuel Schaffner with a special Purim song for you. It's called Wisdom from a Schnorrer, and it's to the tune of Kenny Rogers' The Gambler. On a warm summer's evening, in the back row of a steeple, I ran into a Schnorrer who was finished for the night. Open on the table was a safer he'd been learning. He looked up at my face, then he fixed me in his sight. He said, "Boychuk, I've made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing how much they could give by the way they held their eyes. And if you don't mind me saying, could use a little chizuk for a reasonable donation, I'll give you some advice." So I opened up a checkbook. He said 10 times high will do it. Started to object, then he looked me in the eyes. And the night got deathly quiet. His face lost all expression. Said, if you're going to serve a Shem boy, you gotta learn to serve him right. You got to know where you're holding, know where you're going, know who is watching you when you think you're all alone. You never count your merits. There's mitzvahs needing doing. There'll be times enough for counting when your days are done. Now all good Schnorrers know that the secret to surviving is knowing what the other person really needs to hear. 'Cause everyone's a Schnorrer and everyone's a donor, and who is giving more to whom isn't always clear. When he finished speaking, he got up from the table, pocketed my check, then he walked into the night. That was the last time I ever saw that Schnorrer, but in the years since then I've come to learn that he was right. You got to know where you're holding, know where you're going, know who is watching you when you think you're all alone. You never count your merits. There's mitzvahs needing doing. There'll be times enough for counting when your days are done. You got to know where you're holding, know where you're going, know who is watching you when you think you're all alone. You never count your merits. There's mitzvahs needing doing. There'll be times enough for counting when your days are done. Thank you.